And we're just walking down the streets of Santa Paula, going to talk about dogs. There's one right there, walking across the street. They're all over, pulling all crazy. Morning. Hey, how you doing? You too. That's Pickle. Good morning. Yeah. There's Earl. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I started training dogs professionally in 2009. Not because I wanted to, just because the universe was telling me to. I had a husky and got him off of Craigslist. He was an amazing dog and did amazing things. Got me into the dogging business. I didn't know it. Didn't really. I was a real estate agent at the time. I was selling real estate. My mom was a real estate agent for a lot of years, and I helped her. I was her assistant. Then I got licensed and was an agent. As an agent, I got this husky. And after a few months, I would just sit at Starbucks doing my real estate work. Oh, careful, watch that poop right there. And I would just do my work at a Starbucks. And people would come up to me and say, "Oh my God, that's such a beautiful, well-behaved dog. Who trained him?" I said, "I did." "Are you a dog trainer?" "Nope." It happened enough times, I had to figure this out. And eventually, after speaking to Bob Weatherwax, a third generation Lassie trainer, I became a dog trainer. And I do not use treats, I don't use training collars. I just communicate with my dog, and that's what I do is I communicate with dogs in their language. It's something I learned when I was 6 years old, and I just kept doing it. It just, I some people might call me autistic because I talk to dogs, but they have a language. It's a language all their own, and I learned it when I was 6 years old. So that's what I do now. Is I teach people how to speak dog, and I get laughed at all the time because they say I say I speak to dogs, but I don't care because I do, and they make sense. And dogs absolutely have a language. Thank you. Thank you. Love soccer here for the respect because that's what it is. Speaking to dogs is about respect. It's about understanding that they are thinking beings and they can think for themselves and they can make their own decisions which are best for them. And we just want to be that best decision. That's what I want to be. I want to be that best decision for my dog and for my partner. Got to let them be themselves, though. They are their own thinking being, and they can make choices. Now, does that mean that we want them to make bad choices? No. But we give them options on how to make good choices. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is learning a skill. And we teach these dogs how to be disciplined in their actions. Just like we are as humans. We need to be disciplined in our own actions. I was a coach for a lot of years. And I'll tell you that when I coached baseball and basketball, I had a great time teaching those kids. I had a great time making those kids better people, not just athletes, but better people. And when you're trying to make kids better people, your heart grows at the same time. So, same thing happens when I work with dogs. I love making dogs better. Now, this is my dog, Earl, and you can see he's right next to me, not even going in front of me, but right next to me because that's where I want him to be. I want him to be next to me, be part of my team, not trying to lead the team, not trying to pull away from the team, but we're working together. See that eye contact he's giving me? Yeah, he's making sure. But he gets to be his own, walk at his own pace. There's not a strict cadence to walk in step with me because he's got different steps than I do. He has different vision than I do. But we are together, working as the same team. And that's what I want. Doesn't matter that there's a leaf blower over there going crazy, making a lot of sound. It doesn't distract him because he's with me. He's not trying to defend himself against that. Because that's what dogs want. They want to be secure. And to secure to know that they're not going to be eaten, Spirit 859. No, I've never eaten dog, nor do I plan to ever eat dog. I've eaten rabbit. So when I was out hunting or camping and I had to go get something to eat. That was years and years ago. I think I was 16 at the time. Yes, it is a golden doodle. It is a little, I don't know if it's a toy golden doodle, but it's a golden doodle nonetheless. Hi, Brentley. Hi, Dorian. Appreciate you for being here. When I train dogs, it is all about training the people. The dogs get it. I don't need to train the dogs on hardly anything. I just need to teach people how to speak the language of dog. And when I do that, the dogs behave. The dogs get better because they're going, oh, I don't have to do the job of security anymore because that's what it's about. It's about who's doing what area, who's covering what area. And dogs will do the job if you're not. And we as humans, we tend to just walk around without paying attention to much. And you can see how he's just got his eyes turning, looking at almost everything. Hello. No. And they make adjustments. But it's not like he's trying to get in front of me. He's staying right behind me because I'm in charge. I'm walking. I'm doing this walk. What kind of dogs do you have, Brentley? I see you got two of them. I know it's just us two, and I don't mind that. I appreciate that. Appreciate that you're here. And you're gone now. That's okay. I don't mind not having washers. Viewers. I have a mixed breed and a bully. Yeah, Dorian, you too? You have a mixed breed and a bully, or you have two dogs also? What do you have? What do you think they're telling you when they're speaking to you and you don't recognize it? I know this guy Earl. He is allowed to be his own person, but he's a little jumpy. There's nothing wrong with that. He's still just behaving with me and walking the way he's supposed to walk without trying to get in front of me. So that's what it is. That's what it's about. No, I have two others, but I'm only walking with this guy today. I have Willie and I have Zom. Zom is a cool one. Zom was rescued from Paul Works Animal Rescue. Well, all three of my dogs and my wife's dog, the fourth dog, have all been saved from Paul Works Animal Rescue. And Zom, he had a little brother. And these guys, while with Paul Works, they had a little escape trip. And after that escape trip, I said, we got to take him home. And we did. And he's so cool. He's still very shy, and I'm not worried about that, but he respects us and does what needs to be done with us. So that's cool. Sleeps on our bed, which I have no problem. No, I don't need any rabbits, but thank you. Thank you. My grandchild had I don't know, a guinea pig for about 9 years. That's a long time for have a guinea pig. Finally passed away last year. Where are you from, Brantley? Where do you reside with your two dogs? We're just walking. This is just our hometown of Santa Paula. We're just going for a little walk around town, just talking about what it is that we're doing. Indiana, wonderful. Oh, 17 inches of snow. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of snow. So you see how we're just waiting for the light, not worried about, no, oh, I guess I missed the light at this time, so let me go and bunch it again so we can go. But he just waits. It's not like he's crazy. It's not a very formal sit, wait right there. No, we're just two beings just walking. There's no pressure on the leash. We're just walking because that's what it's about. I just want to be with my friends. Getting a little loud over here. That's the music coming from the barber shop right there. A little loud. You know, I say I can help dogs with a phone call, and I've helped people in Indiana. Well, a person in Indiana with their dog. So if you want help with your dog over the phone, put a message in the results in the chat and send you a message and we'll get it handled. But this is my cool dog who's trying to get, I don't know. Thought he had to go poop there for a second, which is why I thought he backed away, but he doesn't now, so we'll just keep going. Well, I'm sorry your rabbits are going to die. It is a really cold front going around there right now. I know about that. I have a couple friends in out your way. Woo! Morning.
Morning.
That are under snow as well. So that's good. Look at that. Even though when I move, he moves out of my way because he knows where he's supposed to be, which is next to me, not in front of me. We're just waiting for the light to change now. And as you see, he's just nice and calm. Not trying to get in the way of any cars. How many rabbits do you have out in the snow, Brentley? Because if they are out in the snow and they're going to die, I wish you well. I wish you a little bit of happiness with that. Because I honestly don't know what to say about rabbits dying in the cold. I wish it didn't have to happen, but it might be there. So, one of the other things that I like to say is that females are higher in the pack order than males. That's why when you have a female dog, they act differently than if you had a male dog with yourself. And women dog trainers have different results than male dog trainers with certain dogs. That's just the way it is. And I proved it with my training of Fiona. Fiona was a 10 degrees outside. Wow, that's cold. Fiona was a dog to me. It was a dog that was sent to me, and they named him Bruno or something like that. They gave me a boy's name of Bruno. And I started training Bruno like he was a Bruno. And I got no results whatsoever. So I was getting frustrated that I was getting no results by treating Bruno like a male. So I went back to square one, and for me, square one is grooming, where I started brushing the dog. And it was a husky, so it was very matted and very overgrown. Right from the shelter, a high kill shelter, they brought it straight to me, so they really knew nothing about the dog, other than they thought it was a boy dog. And they sent it to me. So I'm going grooming, and I'm looking at this dog, grooming it, and it's letting me groom it. And I notice that there's a pee stain in the fur that just doesn't look right. It doesn't look like I could see a penis. It wasn't there. And the pee stains was far in the back. So I was confused. Thank you. I love Earl too. And as I was grooming, I took example of that pee stain. Skateboarder going by, I'm sure you heard it. And I kept grooming, and I found that it wasn't a Bruno, it was a female. And so I named her Fiona, called the rescue, told her what was going on, and I changed the name. They kept the name of Fiona, and I started treating Fiona like a female and speaking to her like a female, because you speak differently to females than you do males. You just do. So I did, and then started communicating with Fiona, and Fiona started listening and following my direction and joining the pack, because that's what we wanted to happen. You see that foot up right there? That foot up is part of their language. They're saying that they have permission to move because they're already in motion. Now that's a few steps in. That's not step one. That's like step 5 or 6 in understanding the language. But I want you to see that it happens. It's there. It's not just no communications until they want to talk. They're talking to you constantly. That's a great name for a husky. That's a great name for a husky. I like it. If you check my Facebook page, which is at Road Dogs Dog Mentoring on Facebook, you'll find a picture that I did with 6 huskies. And they're all staged like a beautiful Christmas photo, because that's what it was. It was a Christmas photo that was staged by my client with the skills that I trained her to do. And it was just her. Her husband had passed away, and she had these 5 huskies that were just crazy. I mean, it was pretty bad. When I met her, I was sitting in front of Starbucks with my dog. Hi, little German Shepherd across the street there. Morning. And she was in a rough state because the huskies, they would howl. And when they would howl, no. The husky Fiona, that was a rescue dog. That was I worked with and sent back to the rescue to get adopted out, and she was living her amazing life. It's been about 12 years now since that, so she might be already gone by now. I've been outside for 21 minutes right now. It's a beautiful sunny day here in California. Yeah, not a cloud in the sky. It's beautiful. I wish everyone lived in California. Then I wouldn't have to go to these cold weather places and train dogs. But these huskies, they would howl. And they had a wireless doorbell. So they would howl, and their howl would hit the frequency of the wireless doorbell, and it would cause the doorbell to ring. And then all 5 huskies would go running and barking out to the front door. So then they would start barking and howling more, and then it would cause the doorbell to ring again. And the cycle would continue. My client said that would go on for 2 hours, where they would just howl and bark and ring the doorbell and howl and bark and ring the doorbell. And she couldn't take it anymore. So when she saw me at Starbucks, she was in this big, huge F-250, I think it was. It was one of them. It was her husband's who passed away, and now she was driving it. So I think it was a 250. And she saw my dog just relaxing in front of Starbucks, and she made a big old U-turn outside of the driveway to come see me. And she asked me what I did and how I did it, and she hired me on the spot because she knows how bad huskies can be, and I was able to train that husky, my husky, to just sit outside of Starbucks without the leash being held and just lay there. There's the barbershop. So that's how I got that client. And that was in Fresno. And I was in Fresno for a couple of years before I came back home. And Moore Park, California is where I grew up. I'm now in Santa Paula, California right now. Hi, Mr. Popo. Love seeing you out here. So that's where that story goes. And as she was working to get their dogs trained by me, I noticed at their house they had a Christmas card of all of their dogs photoshopped together because they could not get them to behave together, so she photoshopped the Christmas card. After she trained with me, the very next year was the Christmas card photo that I have on my Facebook page with all 6 huskies. One of the huskies being mine because they got along so well that they hung out together all the time. No, I have not watched Stranger Things. I have not been interested in that show. Why should I be interested in that show? Give me one good reason why I need to watch that show. I would be interested to know. Because I just don't watch TV. I play with my dogs. and I have a good time with them. And I watch a little bit of Hallmark movie with my wife. But other than that, I really don't watch that much TV. So then there's another situation to where I have to prove to people that dog language is a real thing. And so I started training people over the phone, not touching the leash at all. And I can teach people how to step with their dogs without touching the leash. Yeah, I'm not into the scary, so that's probably why I haven't seen it. I like happy. I like funny. Oh, excuse me. I like funny. So I do that mostly if I'm going to go watch a movie or if it's a TV show. What is it? I don't even know. I think it's probably a TV show, right? Yeah. So this is a place where we normally hang out and hang out with my dogs and have a cup of coffee or a cup of chai latte is my favorite. We hang out there. Rebelli's. I don't know if you can see it all that well, but that's what it is. It's where I hang out. I used to walk around Fresno with those huskies, have them pull me around my skateboard, have 6 huskies pulling me around the skateboard. Now, here's what I say about that. Anybody can get on a skateboard and just hang on for dear life. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be pulled around at my pace, at my speed, because as you see, as I said, I don't like scary. So going too fast on a skateboard, being pulled by 5 or 6 huskies would be pretty scary. And I didn't want to do that. Oh, look at that policeman just made a circle. Circles all the way around us. Brentley, thank you for being here. You have been the one true that stayed all the way through. So thank you for that. I'm still going to go a little bit longer, but I want to thank you for being here. And because of such, I'd like to offer you a free phone lesson if you'd like to take me up on it. Now, what it is I just listen to you talk about your dog, and I tell you what to do, how to move, and when to move. And it's a dance. I teach you the dance steps that it takes to speak to your dog, because it is a dance. And I think I'm going to do that every time I go live, is that if I see someone like you that has been online a long time, I'm going to offer them, hello.
How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good.
And that dog, it's a good thing to do.
Absolutely. That's what we do. Get them all nice and friendly.
All right.
So I'm going to offer them a free phone lesson. Indiana, doesn't matter. I can help. I say that I just need to know where you are, your dog is, where the front door is, and your relative position. Where are you pointing? Are you pointing to the front door? Are you pointing away from the front door? Is your dog pointing to the front door? Is he pointing away from the front door? Where is he? And that can tell me what they're saying to you. And I can teach you how to respond back. And that may sound hokey dokey, and you can say that. But I know their language. I speak to them every day. So you can believe me or not. I'm not interested. But I am interested if you want to learn. Because that's what I'm here to do, is I'm here to teach. So write down your questions. If you've been here 30 minutes already, woo, thank you. And you can figure out, or I can figure out, how to teach you how to speak to dogs. Because that's what it is. It is about who has what area covered. Now, if you look over here, I don't know if you can tell, but I got a dog, two dogs coming up. So we get to see how they interact as we walk by. So let's see how Earl does. I'm shortening the leash already because these guys have a little longer leash. So shortening that leash for Earl so he can go by really quickly, right? And normally I would switch to the outside to bring Earl street side, but this time I'm going the other way because they got these two boxers right here. Good morning. I see you got some beautiful boxers here. Can I ask you a few questions about them? That's okay. I'm a dog trainer, so that's all right. How old are they?
She was 2 and 7.
2 and 7. Have you had problems like this with them the whole time? Yeah. Can you let her come a little closer? Hi, sweetie.
Right now, so.
Oh, she's in heat right now. Okay, that's probably why. Okay. Well, my name is Bernardo. I'm a dog trainer. I live locally, so if you have any questions, which is not in heat, I'd love to talk to you about it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. This is Earl. Earl. Have a great day. All right. So I'm not going to mess with the dog in heat. There's no need for that. Wait till they're out of heat and finish the situation later. But that's what I do. I just walk around town and I ask people if I can talk to about their dogs and help them out. It's that simple. I'm not trying to. I don't know. I'm just trying to help dogs. That's all I want to do is I want to help dogs. Dogs live in a world where no one speaks their language. And I learned their language from them when I was 6 years old, and I never forgot it. And so today I just teach people that language. You know, I wish I didn't get laughed at because people would be willing to learn, but I do. I get laughed at. So it's different saying that you speak dog. It's weird to hear. It's weird to say. My wife, when I first met her, she was working for a rescue, and her friend, the founder of the rescue that met me first, told her he's a little crazy, but let's see what he's got to offer. And so I told her, I speak to dogs. And she laughed in my face, hard, not quiet, not trying to sell it, because they don't have a response to it. They laugh. I have the saying, when I don't know what to say, I laugh because I got nothing to say. So I laugh. And so I figure if I say that, then people will do the same thing, that they have nothing to say, they don't understand, they laugh. So I don't take offense to it. I love it because that tells me that I'm telling them something that they've never heard before. And I like that. So obviously, she became my wife, so I made sense to her eventually, which was pretty easy because once that rescue started sending me dogs, those dogs got better real quickly and they were able to adopt them out. So years later after that, she became my wife. It wasn't a right away thing. It wasn't just something that happened. No. She just became my wife later. And the truth that I spoke is what won her over. It's because I was speaking to dogs. Ooh, careful, buddy. One of the things that I love about dogs is You can't hide anything from them. You may think you're hiding the truth from a dog, but you can't hide the truth from a dog. And I love that. I love that. Can't hide the truth from a dog. Well, Brantley, thank you for being here so long. We're on the last turn to our house. Thank you for being here for 35 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. Road Dogs Dog Mentoring is about teaching people that dogs are thinking beings and they have the ability to think for themselves and make choices for themselves. And I just help them make better choices. So if you need help with your dog, give me a call. I can help you.